Alrighty boys, welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today we're going to be talking about the newest Fortnitemares Outlander within Fortnite Save the World, and this character is known as Willow. If you do want to unlock her, you have to go to the Door to Darkness questline, go through pages 1 through 3, and you will find her on the Door to Darkness right here if you do want to unlock her. Now, is this character good? Well, that's the kind of question we're going to be answering in today's video. The short of it is that she isn't good right now, but she has the potential to be one of the better multi-target heroes in the game whenever it just comes to killing multiple different enemies, as she's an ability-based Outlander and she has tons of potential that we'll be talking about in today's video. So, what kind of build do you want to use for this character? Whenever you do max her out, she will look like this. She will have a little bit of a headpiece as well as a back bling. Well, this is the current loadout that I do have with this character, but a little bit more on that in a moment. So this character right here, she comes with Seismic Smash, Teddy, and Phase Shift. As I did say, she is ability based, so you will be using Seismic Smash and Teddy quite often. The way that her perks work is that you get an increase of ability damage up to 37.5% based on the percentage of your missing health. This is similar to C-Bot, which I didn't review because I really didn't care too much for Jonesy-Bot, where basically, you know, the less health you have, the more headshot damage you'll do. If you take a look at her commander perk, she has the exact same thing, but in addition, her ability eliminations have a 55% chance to conjure a phantasm. And it's basically like a little ghost thingy that spawns above your head, and then it flies out towards an enemy. This will deal 62 base energy damage in a half tile radius. Now, the loadout that I have for this is a little bit different, and honestly, sorry and might, this probably should be changed to Cyberclops. This loadout right here is a little bit different from what you would expect. Basically, I have Long Arm of the Law because, well, it's just a random team perk that I wanted to use. Bear with me, Berserker, and these are going to be helping out our bear. We also have Return to Cinder and Fault Line to help out our Seismic Smash, as well as Plasma Arc, and this will be a little bit of just general energy damage, whether it be from weapons or whether it be from abilities or even the Phantasm. Now, you might be asking yourself, you know, Joey, why are you not going to be taking advantage of something like her ability damage? Because it says the lower the amount of health that you have, the more damage you'll do. Well, I think it's pretty redundant to have a perk that is based off of getting close to killing yourself just so you can do extra damage. And I even did a little bit of testing with this team perk, or with, you know, this commander perk to even see if it was worth it. So I set up this testing loadout. So I have Willow with Blast from the Past, Saurian Might, and Focus going coconuts, and then 2 bear perks. And so basically what I did is with Blast from the Past, we are going to have no shield, so it is just purely health. And then I got myself down to around half health, even lower, by jumping off of buildings, and then I would use coconuts to maybe heal myself. Well, using this loadout, I decided to do some testing, both with a full health bar, which means no extra buff, and with a emptied health bar. And these were the results right here. So as you can see, I did one with the full health bar, one with an emptied health bar, and the difference was really about a 10% in terms of the Smasher's health bar. And overall, we got the Smasher to around 50% health whenever we did have a depletion in our own health bar. So this was, you know, the 37.5% ability damage taking, you know, precedent here. And then whenever we had a full health bar, we had about 60% of the Smasher's health left. And I get that it is a tanky enemy, but in general, is it really worth it getting your health bar down that low for just a smidge of extra damage? And I would say that no, it's not really worth it. It's something that's pretty annoying and pretty high maintenance, as if you die, then, you know, you'll be dying a lot quicker. Trying to maintain it and keep it at a lower status all the time is just going to make sure that you're getting one hit more often, and you got to play really passive and stuff. It's just a play style that I don't like. It's not effective, and it doesn't have a good payoff whenever it comes to actually playing that way. You just don't get that much damage in return. So instead, I decided to opt for this build right here. And this is going to give us a little bit of bear damage, this is going to give us a little bit of seismic smash, and it's also going to give us a little bit of a passive damage for pretty much anything else. So I'm not really going to be focusing on getting our health bar low, as the payoff really isn't that much. But I do want to hop into a mission, and I want to use this character, and I want to explain exactly why she has the most potential out of any of the newer, Fortnitemares heroes that have come out recently, as this hero is very unique in what she will be able to do later on in the season. But let's go ahead and jump into a mission. I'll show you guys how these phantasms work, and then I'll elaborate a little bit more on her potential as soon as we get done with that. Now, one thing I do want to mention before we do jump into the mission, I know a lot of people really do not like her headpiece at all. I'm not sure how many of you guys do know this or not, but you can open up your settings, go to this cog wheel down here, scroll down a little bit, and you can actually show head accessories. You can actually turn that off and then apply it, and then your character will actually look how they look without the actual headpiece. Just to clear up any confusion before I just kind of jump into the gameplay, this is how our character is going to look because of me altering that setting in our menu. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the mission. Alrighty boys, so here we are in game with Willow. Now, the first thing that I do want to show you guys is exactly how this phantasm system works. I'm going to seismic smash one of these regular enemies here, and then hopefully be able to show you guys what this phantasm is going to do whenever it does jump over to another enemy. So let's go ahead and test this really quick. And as you guys could see, it jumped over to the basic husk and killed him. Now, in my testing, the amount of damage that a phantasm normally does is about half of a basic husk's health. I kind of want to separate these guys just a little bit to kind of gauge this a little bit better. Maybe I can do it right here. It did end up hitting that husky right there, and I think that's a perfect way of showcasing the damage. That phantasm did next to nothing, especially for, phantasms to be the main reason to even use this hero outside, because the ability damage is there, and then because of that ability damage, you're able to get those phantasms, and that's mainly what you want doing the damage. And that was a pretty good showcase of what these phantasms do. In my experience, they do about half health on normal husks, and as you guys could see on that husky, it looks like it'll take like upwards of 5 phantasms to even actually do anything to him. If I throw down a Teddy, you guys can see it put in a little bit of work, and I think for any of you guys that do play this game often, you guys know that Teddy is not a good ability at all. So why exactly would this character be something that is really good, whenever it does come to her having phantasms and her being, an ability-based Outlander? Because if Teddy really isn't that good, why exactly would you want to use this character? Well, for one, she does have seismic smash, and that's why I tried to kind of focus a little bit on it. The main time that you do want to be getting those phantasms is whenever you do have a big group of enemies that you can seismic smash, and that kind of, allows it to be a little bit more useful. It's just, in the end game, Teddies do nearly no damage to a lot of the higher level husks. And so usually that means that it's not going to be killing as many, which means less phantasms overall, and even with the ability damage, it really doesn't help much. Well, how exactly could this hero even still be good at this point? For those of you guys that do not follow me on Twitter, there was a leak that came out from FireMonkey that we've been talking about for a while over on Twitch, and it's a team perk, and it's called Trick or Treat, and this is the team perk that's going to be coming out this season. It says there's a % chance to conjure an extra phantasm every time you conjure one. In addition, phantasms have a %... Okay, go away. Phantasms have a % life leech, so phantasms target a nearby enemy, dealing a percentage of the base energy damage in a half tile radius, and it requires a commander with a phantasm commander perk. So Trick or Treat is going to be a team perk that is based off of these phantasms. Basically, every single time that you conjure one, you have a % chance to conjure a second one alongside of it, and it's also going to have a little bit of life leech with it. Well, how exactly does that make Willow a really good hero? Well, for those of you guys that have kept up with the news on this channel, you guys would know about my roadmap video, or you guys would know about just the endless conversations that we've really been having about it over on Twitch. We've been talking about the roadmap for a while now. But there is an interesting area in the roadmap, and it's right towards the end, that would be something that would make this character into something truly great. And that is the last, line under the gameplay adjustments, and I'm kind of trying to read it while I play, I apologize. But what it says is that hero ability damage will be adjusted so that it scales as effectively as weapons do currently. Meaning that even though the Teddy is a really bad ability in the game right now, In the future, the Teddy has the potential to be something that is nearly as strong as, say, a hover turret. So this can be a pretty great thing whenever it comes to Willow as a character. If the Teddy can get a general buff, that means that it's going to be doing more damage, means it's going to be getting more kills, which means more phantasms. If you combine that with the team perk, you're going to be getting life leech as well as more phantasms in general, which just means more damage overall. But that's not even the end of it, because we even have some more things that can apply to this character to make her even better. For those of you guys that don't know, there is mention of the black metal Scythe, and the interesting thing about the Scythe is that it's actually going to take your health for you to use it. And this will give you a more consistent way of draining your health to allow you to get more ability damage. The reason that the kind of draining of your health thing really doesn't work too much in its current state is because to reliably drain your health after you get healed or after you die or something is that you have to, let the husks either hit you or you have to jump off of a building or do something like that. If the black metal set is going to be very similar to the Scythe, that means that there's going to be a very easy way to drain your health, and that is just using a melee weapon, so you'll be able to deal damage as well as get health taken away, and then be able to use stuff like your abilities and have them do extra damage. So I do hope that this video wasn't a little, wasn't too lackluster, as I was trying to kind of balance live commentary as well as, this new stuff. But there is a lot going for Willow. Currently in her current state, she really isn't that good of a hero, but given some time, she can be something that is going to be pretty great. If you use the build that I have currently, you will be able to do tons of damage with your seismic smash, as well be able to throw out Teddies pretty consistently. The Cyberclops is going to be able to chain to nearby enemies for even more multi-target damage, and when the team perk comes out, you're going to have multiple phantasms that will be flying all over the place, and whenever the actual ability rework comes out, your Teddy, which is the most important thing in your kit, will hopefully be able to deal a lot more damage and then be able to spawn more phantasms. So we're just really gonna have to wait and see. I decided that I would review this, hero, because I don't want to wait, forever and then finally come out with a video for her, weeks down the line and nobody cares anymore. I just kind of want to make this video ahead of time for those of you guys that might not know and might go ahead and write this hero off as something that's not really all that good, which in her current state she isn't, but in the future she does have the potential to be on a Cyberclops level of Outlander, which is someone that's going to be able to deal tons of damage to tons of different enemies at the same time. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. This video's main purpose was really to inform you about the current state of Willow and whether she will be getting, better in the future, and how exactly you're going to want to use her whenever all this kind of stuff happens. Whenever we see that Teddy buff, whenever we see that new team perk and all that kind of stuff, we'll really be able to see exactly how useful this hero is, and maybe the black metal set might make a big enough difference to where the ability damage is something that you might actually opt in for, because of you losing your health and whatnot. But yeah guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. That has pretty much been it for my commentary concerning Willow as a hero that has the potential to be something great, but currently just isn't all that special. But yeah guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe because I make videos like this almost every single day. I will be live sometime today. We will be doing a live stream for the Gravedigger, and tomorrow I'll be coming out with a re-review on the Gravedigger and basically explaining why it's not all that great of a weapon after all. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time.